Listen, the stage whispers back. Listen, the stage whispers back. Shakespeare said the world's a stage, but I'm the one who writes the rage. No script, no role, I speak my truth. Quill to mic, the bridge of youth. Each line a thrust, each word a cut. The audience leans in, tongue is shut. Words are weapons, wisdom's blade. Speaking once the choice is made. No rehearsal, no take two. What you spit becomes what's true. To be or not, that's peasant's game. I'm building crowns above the flame. Internal rhyme like Koto strings. Each syllable a bell that rings. The stage don't care if you're afraid. Your silence is the price you paid. All the world's a stage, they say, but I'm a playwright every day. Not acting out somebody's dream. I'm shattering the whole regime. Words are weapons, wisdom's blades. Speaking once the choice is made. No rehearsal, no take two. What you spit becomes what's true. The stage is listening. The stage is listening. Round and round the circle goes. Spin, 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 spin like the lanterns in the night. Each turn reveals another light. I'm dancing in the ancient way, but every step I write today. And cycles and then there's no beginning, there's no end. Future's past, the past is breath. Circle spiral into death. Odori Cipher, turn and turn. Every flame a lesson learned. Moving fast but standing still. Destiny bends to your will. Shakespeare knew the wheel of time. So did I. Before the rhyme, ages turn to dust and gold. Stories 1,000 years old, but the motion stays the same. Different dancer, endless flame. I'm spiraling through space and sound, building truth on hallowed ground. Break the pattern, hold the line. Weave your shadow into mine. Bone Odori never dies, just transforms and reorganizes. Odori Cipher, turn and turn. Every flame a lesson learned. Moving fast but standing still. Destiny bends to your will. Round and round, the circle stays. Round and round, the circle stays. What is a self but shifting sun? stand alone up on the stage. No script to guide, no author's page. The words I speak are mine to own. I reap the seeds that I have sown. Each choice a branch upon the tree. Each branch decides what I will be. I'm talking to the mirror now, not knowing why or when or how. Shakespeare wrote a madman's speech. I'm sane but standing out of reach. I speak in tongues that only I can understand before I die. My soliloquy is not performed, it's fuel, it's prayer, it's being formed. Each line I question to myself, am I my own or borrowed wealth? The audience is never real. I'm talking to the way I feel. I'm building truth from emptiness. From silence comes the sharp caress. The stage opens, then opens again. The stage opens and opens again. Curtain rises on the lie. I show you me, but not the why. I wear the armor, speak the lines that fit inside the social signs. But when the act is done and gone, the real performance carries on. I step behind to find what's true. Two carats living inside you. Curtain opens twice for me. Once for you, once to be free. Curtain opens twice for me. Second stage is where Shakespeare knew that all the world was players with their masks unfurled. But I'm the one who sees the scenes, both stages and the space between. I'm not complaining about the game, I'm claiming every mask, each name. First act survival, second's choice. First act silence, second's voice. The audience don't need to know there's a third act waiting below a curtain I don't open yet, a version I met. Curtain opens twice for me. Once for you, to be free. Curtain opens twice for me. Second stage is where I breathe. The curtain falls, then rises, then falls again. Talk philosophy over bebop. Again. Let's talk philosophy over bebop. They say philosophy's dense and dark. I'm lighting up the meaning spark. Jazz hands when I'm making sense, rhyming about the consequence. Plato had his forms and shapes. I'm freestyling consciousness on tape. Socrates asks question after question. I answer mine through lyrical expression. Internal rhyme like chord changes smooth. Multi syllabic prove, improve move. Wittgenstein said language plays the game. I'm playing with philosophy all the same. Jazz hands when the logic flows. Philosophy is how it goes. Think it as the truth unfolds. Wisdom spins like jazz and gold. Descartes thought, therefore he was. I think, therefore I'm taking cause. I'm building arguments on beats. Logic writing syncopated streets. Categorical imperative in rap form. Ethics dancing through the storm. Each verse a proof, each hook a truth. Philosopher with microphone. Sleuth. What is rap but applied thought? What is thought but battles fought? Words versus silence, motion still. Jazz, philosophy, and human will. When the logic flows, philosophy is how it goes. Thinking past the truth unfolds. Wisdom spins like jazz and gold. Who's asking and who answers back? Who's asking and who answers back? Hey, I look into the glass and see a version that ain't really me. She looks back with knowing I speak the truth. I watch her lies, I read. She moves the opposite way. I ask her what she has to say. She's me, but standing on the other side, where everything I run from runs and hides. Mirror, tell me who I am. Mask, tell me your master plan. Two sides of the same sharp blade. One that cuts, one that's made. Shakespeare's characters all new. There's multitudes inside of you. I'm talking to myself in third. The mirror speaks without a word, but in her silence I can hear the parts of me I need to fear. The parts that dream, the parts that break. All the cells that I can make. Maybe I don't need to choose. Maybe I can keep them both. Mirror, mask, the same and no fractured self that's somehow whole. Mirror, tell me who I am. Mask, tell me your master plan. Two sides of the same sharp blade. One that cuts, one that's made. She looks at me, I look at her. Double tracked, we're the same. Silence. Silence. Every path leads back to now. I walk through gardens of my choice. Each flower's like a different voice. I pick the red or pick the white, but both will fade before the night. I could've turned left at the gate, but now I'm standing face to fate. Each choice erases what came before, but opens up another door. No way to walk all paths at once, so I choose one and bear the cost. Which choice leads away? Which path is clear? Every garden holds the answer near, but I can only walk 1 year. other choice, that I'm the one who hears her voice. My garden, my decisions made, my flowers growing never fade. All the paths I didn't take are watching what I'm gonna make. That's the power and the pain. Freedom tastes like sweet refrain. I can't have everything at once, but I can own this garden's dance. Which choice leads where? Which path is clear? Every garden holds the answer near, but I can only walk 1 year. Every path leads back to now. Shakespeare, can you hear me now? Shakespeare, can you hear me now? I call across the centuries. What truth were you trying to speak? And in the silence something stirs, a voice both ancient and unique. I wrote to show the human heart, how power breaks and love tears apart, how madness lives in sanity, how death becomes humanity. Trading lines across the time, your wisdom speaking through my rhyme goes to living past to now. Showtime taught me how. I tell him I'm a warrior born, but I'm speaking truth, not throwing scorn. Your character's new inner pain, I'm turning suffering into rain. That waters gardens people build, I'm healing wounds you left unfilled. The answers, then we're not so far. You're just a mirror, just a star. We're separated by the years, but speaking through the same frontiers. Ancestors, a modern voice, both of us, we had a choice. Keep the truth inside and die, or let the world hear our cry. Trading lines across the time, your wisdom speaking through my rhyme goes to live and past to none. Show me how. Shakespeare's voice fades. Shamisen echoes alone. Silence. The final bow is just a start. I take the final bow and fall. The audience releases all their hands together. Thunder may, but I'm not done, I won't fade. First stage closing, that's the show. But where I'm going, they don't know. I'm taking everything I learned and setting up for what I've earned. Final bow, new stage arise. One life ends, another thrives. Curtain falls and rises. I am not goodbye, I'm testified. Shakespeare knew that every end. It's just a place where new dreams blend. I'm reborn from every fall. I'm rising stronger, standing tall. Not grateful for the stage that's past, but hungry for the truth that lasts. Each bow I takes a contract signed with destiny and human mind. I'm dancing from the old into new. Everything I say is true. All the worlds, all the stages, all the versions of myself, they collapse into one moment when I stand up on the wealth of everything I've given up to get here, to this place where the mirror and the mask become a unified face. Final bow, the stage arrives. One life ends, another thrives. Curtain falls and rises. I am not goodbye, I'm justified. When the voice stops, what's left behind? When the voice stops, what's left behind? Yeah, words dissolve like morning mist. Everything I said has missed the real thing underneath the sound. The silence where the truth is found. I've talked about the self, the stage, the mirrors, choices, futures, rage. But when I'm done and voice runs dry, what stays alive? What remains when words are done? What remains when voice is gone? Just the whistling, just the air, just the knowing someone's there. Shakespeare wrote in language rich, but also knew the deepest switch was silence, holding all the sound, the unspoken wisdom, tightly bound. I've been performing, yes it's true, but what I'm leaving here is you, your mind, your heart, your own reflection, your own singular direction. I'm not the answer, I'm the question. I'm not the end, I'm just suggestion.